Good morning friends. Many of our operated meniscus surgery patients have requested that please suggest us guidelines for physiotherapy after a meniscus surgery. So we are making this video keeping that in mind. Meniscus surgery can broadly be grouped up into three parts. First, the most basic surgery is trimming of a part of meniscus and removal of a part of meniscus, which is called as a partial medial meniscectomy. The second group of patient is a meniscus repair surgery, in which we have tried to do preservation of meniscus by different techniques like all inside, inside out and outside in techniques. And the third subgroup is basically meniscus repair along with other supplemental procedures like ligament surgeries and ACL surgeries. Now let's come to each of these subgroup one by one. A meniscus trimming surgery or a meniscus removal surgery, that is called as a partial medial meniscectomy or partial lateral meniscectomy, is usually a easy rehabilitation surgery, and there are usually not many rehabilitation restrictions for the patient. The patients can be mobilized on the second day. Patients are allowed to walk full weight bearing and also allowed to bend the knee as tolerated. They can be slowly started on heavy exercises and can be back to their avid sports and heavy activities quickly. So nothing specific or nothing restriction as compared to rehabilitation in these patients. The most tricky subgroup is the second subgroup, that is an isolated meniscal repair group. Meniscus repair is a very challenging surgery for the surgeon as well as the patient. The meniscus repair is usually possible only in a part of meniscus injuries, and usually the success rate of meniscus repair is close to around 90%. That means that around 90% of the repair meniscus will heal, and 5 to 10% of the meniscus repairs that we do may not heal properly. What that essentially means is we need to do a slow rehabilitation or a guarded rehabilitation to prevent any re-injuries or re-tears of the meniscus, specifically in the healing phase. So this is the most important subgroup in which the rehabilitation is very important. Now we'll start with basic rehabilitation in these patients. The first phase of rehabilitation is the initial 2 weeks, and this is the most important phase of rehabilitation. We usually give a knee brace in these patients, which needs to be worn for a period of around 6 weeks. In initial 2 weeks, the patient can be allowed to do a gradual range of motion exercises. Normally, we don't allow range of motion more than 90 degrees in the first 2 weeks. Here, I want to emphasize that all this which I am telling should not be implemented by any patient without the consideration of the operating surgeon, and the operating surgeon is the best judge about the physiotherapy and the rehabilitation that a patient requires. So always consult and consider the operating surgeon guidance as the prime guidance in all cases of meniscus repairs. Now grossly, in initial 2 weeks around 0 to 90 degree movements is allowed. In initially 4 weeks, 0 to 4 weeks, we are aiming up to 120 degrees, and about 6 weeks we are aiming around 135 degrees of range of motion. Now as far as weight bearing is concerned, we usually allow partial weight bearing for initial 1 month, that is initial 4 weeks we allow a partial and a protected weight bearing only. In initial period, it is imperative to give compression, elevation of the leg. Also, there is a chance of atrophy in the quadriceps muscle, so electric stimulation works well in these patients. Also, you can do mechanical contractions of the quadriceps muscles as well. Also, cryotherapy is also useful in these patients. So, cryotherapy is also useful in these patients. Now, as I told you, the goal of rehabilitation in a meniscal repair is to prevent excess weight bearing, to prevent high loads, typically the shear loads on the repair sites. And as I told you, the type of the tear also determines the rehabilitation. So we have to be specifically very careful in radial tears if we repair those, because they have a high chance of re-tears. So it is also very important that what kind of the tear it is. As far as the rehabilitation is concerned, we recommend a supervised physiotherapy under the guidance of a qualified physiotherapist, and it should be supplemented with home exercise program as well. Specifically, always keep in the mind that in this subgroup, early return to sports or high activity is dangerous, and you should not attempt return to sports before 4 to 6 months, otherwise it can lead to a high re-tear rate. Now, initial first second week you can do a quadriceps exercises, you can do SLRs, and you can do a quadriceps exercises from 90 degrees to 30 degrees. Any activity which uses knee flexion which is more than 60 to 70 degrees is usually prohibited in early phases of therapy. So you should not use leg presses before 6 weeks, because that includes higher flexion angles more than 70 to 80 degrees. Also, you should avoid wall sit-ups, lunges and squats till 2 months of the surgery, because they also put higher loads on the posterior horn of the medial meniscus, thereby leading to tears. Also, if you want to start any kind of a stationary cycling, also start after 2 months, not before that. And if you want to do heavy activities, as I told you, of running and sport specific training, that should not be started beyond 20 weeks. Specifically, be very careful about the plyometric training, because plyometric training puts a lot of stress on the posterior horn of the medial meniscus, and that should not be started before 6 to 8 months after a meniscal repair. The third subgroup that includes the meniscal repair along with ligament reconstructions is a complex topic, and you should ideally meet and follow the guidance which is given by your operating surgeon regarding that particular rehabilitation. If you have any more questions regarding rehabilitation after a meniscus surgery, you can post us on the comment box. Thank you.